Welcome to Bytes. Now this is another video of C++ language. Today we will discuss about the while loop. What is the difference between for loop and while loop? In for loop having a three parts, that means initialization, condition and increment or decrement. But in while loop is also a entry control loop, and this is having a three parts: initialization, condition and increment decrement. But increment decrement is a optional. You can initialize the value first, then condition. In while loop having just written a condition, not initialization, not increment decrement together. So this is a question: if you perform a single task in multiple times, like n number of times, a line print hello world in 10 times. Instead of writing a 10 cout statement, I am creating a loop, and that loop runs 10 times, and under the loop I write cout statement. That's a printing statement. I am taking an question: display all even number between 1 to 1000. This is the question for while loop. I am implement that question using while loop. It is the entry control loop. I already said that. What is the meaning of entry control? First of thing, it's check the condition. If condition will be true, then the statement written under the loop will be executed. Otherwise it skip that portion, it skip that part under written in the loop and go outside of the loop and start execution. I am writing the syntax of the while loop. I told you these are three parts in while loop. First, initialization. Initialization, any variable, any data or anything. If you go to the infinite loop, that kind of loop, he runs infinite time. Then just simply write while condition. In the condition portion you just write 1, and under the statement is always true, condition is always true. Initialization, then while, the round bracket, between the round bracket the condition will be written over there. In the even number, condition is I taking the variable name is I. If the value of I is greater than 1000, it means do not execute the while loop. So the value of I is less than or equal to 1000. And the curly braces is the define the body of the loop. Under the curly braces, any statement you written under the curly braces is the body of the while loop. increment decrement is a optional part of the while loop, but you should be initialize the value. And why use increment decrement operator? Because I increment the value of I by 1. That means the value of I, after executing the while loop, the value of I is incremented by 1. I using the statement, that means I using the if statement, this decision control statement, in which the value of I modulus 2, its modulus returns the remainder. The remainder is equal to 0. The remainder is 0, then the value of I will be printed. And I use AND-L. AND-L is nothing but a go to the next line. It helps to next line. Go to the next line. And this is an increment operator. I plus plus is increment the value of I by 1. I initialize the value of I is 1. Because our question is 1 to 1000, that means the value of I is 1 and the ending of ith value will be 1000. I am writing over each and every statement execution part. What is the statement means? Why I use that statement in our program of even number program. It display the even number messages. Now our program is completely. Now execute that program using C++. Your file name .cpp is the extension of the file. Our program have no error, no warning, so it's run perfectly. And you see that the all even number will be printed, but the problem is it takes lots of memory. It takes lots of space of the compiler, like handle. So it goes to next line. Each and every digit will be printed in the next row. So I change that things. After that I show the all digits by highlight the compiler, highlight the terminal face. While loop and for loop, or loops having the advantages, if you perform a single task multiple times, then you use loop. You should be use loop. I know the loop having decrease the time, increase the time complexity of our program and space complexity too, but your program is faster in the some terms, and the program will be effective and efficient also. And the execution, now we will discuss about the execution of the program. I am taking the input, I am taking the variable name I the value of I, initial stage of the I is 1, and under the while loop I am putting the condition that is I less than or equal to 1000. That means the value of I, if the value of I is less than 1000 or it's equal to 1000, the condition will be true. So under the loop we will write another condition, that is I modulus 2 is equal to 0. Equal to is a comparison operator of in C++ language or in C language also. I modulus 2 gives the remainder of the divisor. After the divide, the remainder will be given. Like the value of I is 6. The 6 modulus 2 gives 0. If the value of I is 7, 7 modulus 2 returns 1. Because the 2 into 3 is 6, the remainder will be 1. The remainder will be that. And that after the remainder, the condition will be true and the print the even number. That's it. I am editing my program. I am not using handle namespace. Instead of handle, I am using a tab or a space. Say that. I am again compile my program. If you change any change in your program, you should be compile your program. Now the output will be changed. Instead of go to the next line, a sum space will be occurred and the all 1 to 1000 even number between 1 to 1000 will be displayed on your terminal screen. I am trying to fix that number on terminal screen without cutting the any digit, but it is not possible, so I am put that efforts. I hope you like my video and you got the syntax of while loop, how while loop used and so on. Thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.